Integrity.
Ashley J.
Mr. CEO Khacki.
What's going on? How you doing? How you doing?
What's good? I'm doing amazing right now.
Good to know. Good to know. Great to know.
Thank you.
Let's talk to him. You living or you surviving?
It's a thin line between living and surviving.
Explain.
I remember when it was just me working 2-3 jobs just to make one residual income.
Real.
And that type of lifestyle is when you're in survival mode.
That's right.
Making sure that you got food on your plate.
That's right.
A roof over your head, clothes on your back, transportation to get back and forth.
That's right.
And I remember doing those things to get where I am now, and I'm so thankful God devoted my time into doing those things because it's built me.
That's right.
And pushed me and challenged me to do things that has helped me become great.
Real.
So right now I'm living.
Respect. Respect.
I'm definitely living.
Welcome to the Integrity Response with your brother CEO Khacki. Every individual sitting across from me doesn't believe in being typical, ordinary, or familiar. They're elite, meaning society's norms don't sit well with them. They believe in raising the bar for themselves, family, and for those they may never meet. From those in humble beginnings to those in the midst of greatness and legends who've paved the way. With a comedic edge, I will ask the questions that hold value, and I believe we'll gain insight to the real them. It's the Integrity Response.
Let's take him back, Ashley J. I normally ask, at the age of 9, before rap, what you wanted to be. But I, through research, known at the age of 6,
yes,
you've always wanted to be a recording artist.
Man, it's like it was a part of my DNA. Like it was meant to be. Like I don't remember anything else. You know, like as far as what I've been passionate about consistently without stopping throughout my entire journey.
Real. What did that stem from?
I mean, I guess just being a part of a family that actually was in love with hip hop. Hip hop was a household thing,
sure.
and when you grow up on people like Biggie and Tupac and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and all those types of people, those are where you really find out what the roots of hip hop is.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Versus what it is today.
That's right.
So, but anyway, anything that I do, it reverts back to my musical career.
Real.
So I know it's meant for me.
Real.
And I know this is my purpose and I'm walking in my calling.
Purpose. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
For sure.
Let's take him back. So you're from Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes.
What was it like growing up there?
I mean, it's a small city and a lot of people have big dreams, but it's about the ones who go out and pursue it.
Wow. Wow.
It's about the ones who really put that hustle and that grind behind what they say that they do. Because when it becomes what you say is a passion, you have to develop that through experience.
That's right. That's a fact.
That experience is going to teach you what you need to know as you're moving along the process.
That's right.
That part you can't cheat.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's right. You have any siblings?
I have 2 older sisters and a younger brother.
Gotcha. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you were almost in a sense toward the middle.
In the middle,
pretty much, right?
Basically,
gotcha.
yeah.
So what type of kid were you besides hip hop? Growing up with hip hop, what type of kid were you?
I was just academically smart. Like I always wanted to be in school and go to camps and just like I'm adventurous. So I would want to see what other parts of the world was like with other students and what life has to offer.
That's right.
Because when you come from a place like Louisville, Kentucky, as I said, it's a small place where people have a lot of dreams, but if you don't go out and do these things that you're visualizing, you're sleeping on your dreams.
Why have you never been afraid to step outside of your norm? Where do you get that from?
My grandfather always taught me how to be self-sufficient.
Real.
He was basically like my father figure my entire life.
Real. Was he fearless as well?
I mean, having his own business for 56 years, I would say.
Come on, that's
that's
real. That's real. That's
so now me walking in his footsteps as becoming a CEO of my own entertainment company, Ashley J Entertainment.
Come on now.
It's on the rise.
That's real.
And these are things that I've been working on that is going to be able to be seen to the world.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Longevity.
That's right.
But that's why it's taking me a little longer.
It takes that. When it's built, when it's craftily built the right way, it takes a while. It does. You have to do it the right way, but when it's there, It's forever.
Anything fast don't last.
Come on now. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's
you know.
a fact. Did you play any sports growing up as well?
I played ball growing up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What position?
Point guard.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on
so
now.
you know, I'm calling the shots. I'm running the floor, letting them know.
That's right.
You get over. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so.
real.
I mean, I played ball and it helped me learn different aspects of how to live,
That's
you
right.
know, and,
That's
and
right.
how to adapt to change.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You might have a fall, but that fall is not your last step.
That's a fact.
You know, you can get back up and do it all over
That's a
again
fact.
and try to be better than yourself was when you failed.
Were you hard on yourself as a young kid?
I overthink.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So at times it gives me anxiety.
Most creatives, most artists do have that. 'Cause
Yeah.
y'all, 1,000 things going through your mind.
Exactly.
And it's like, but it's a good thing, but sometimes it could be a bad thing.
It could be a bad thing because some days you don't even get sleep.
Real.
Because you're wondering, what am I going to do next?
Is that ambition in you?
It's being a
Go
perfectionist and the ambition.
Real.
And as a young kid, I always wanted to explore the world and chase and embrace my ambitions.
Real.
You know, because I'm not just a rapper.
That's right, for sure.
You know, being who I am and who I'm still becoming is what is yet for the world to
That's
see.
right. Come on
and
now.
and
Come
that's
on.
what the world is growing to love.
That's real.
You know, Ashley J's a whole vibe.
Come on, that's a fact. Come on. That's a fact. Let's take them through high school. Did you play basketball as well in high school, or?
I played my freshman year on the
Gotcha.
AAU team.
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic.
and that was one of those things where, you know, you have to balance your timing.
Right,
What
gotcha.
do you want more?
That's
You see,
that's
and I
about
was
what it-
doing more performing at the pep rallies versus
Gotcha.
playing ball.
Real.
You know, and that's what I wanted to do.
Gotcha.
You know, I'd rather have been in talent shows and getting trophies
That's right.
and winning competitions to show the people that I really got what it takes.
So when did this? Okay, now we're into the music.
Yeah.
When did this start? When did you have that knack? Was this elementary, middle school? I know you always wanted to be it, but when did you start honing in on this craft?
I started rapping when I was 6, but I developed as an artist when I was working with my cousin Corey.
Gotcha. Shout out to Corey.
Shout out to Corey.
So,
he
this is where I'm-
definitely built what you call the part of the foundation.
Gotcha.
How to record,
Gotcha.
how to write lyrics,
That's right.
what a bar is, where to get punched
That's
in,
right.
how, you know what I'm saying, how many times you got to do it to make it sound the way
Absolutely.
your voice is dynamic to
There you go.
sound.
There
You
go.
know?
And just you are see, a lot of people can rap.
Yeah.
Right. You know how to control the mic.
There you go.
A lot of people aren't good recording artists as well.
There you go.
They forget that it's an art to that as too. You
It
know,
is.
like, so that is brilliant that you said that. You
Thank
know, like
you.
he taught me how to
Yeah.
craft, because a lot of people just, bro, I got a
Definitely.
hot 16. No, it's like you have to.
You got to know.
That's a fact. That's
You
a
know,
fact.
you
That's
got to
real.
know and you got to study and do your research and see what makes you sound your unique self.
Real.
Because a lot of people can get on here, press auto-tune and sound the same. I don't know that person from that person.
That's
You
real.
understand
That's
what
real.
I'm saying?
That's
But
a
see,
fact.
when Ashley J, when you hit play on that record, you going to know
it's
that's
her.
Ashley
It's
J.
Real. And let's take them all from high school. You know, you University of Kentucky.
Yes,
You went and studied communications.
definitely.
So during this time, what is Ashley J? You know, because now you're still recording,
Still recording.
getting everything done. Like,
But again, I'm still tapping into reverting back to music. So that's when I had my own radio show, the Goddess of Hip Hop show.
While in college.
You see what I'm saying? While in college,
hard. That's dope.
maintaining a part-time job, being a full-time student. You know, I'm working in different academic,
Right.
you know, communities,
Absolutely.
doing different things, and that put a lot on me. But I didn't stop.
Didn't fold.
I didn't fold. I
Really?
couldn't, because it's a lot of people that depend on me, and it's a lot of people that admire what I do and look up at what I
right.
do, and like, you know, we want to see her win.
That's real. That's
And
real.
and being on the integrity response,
Come on.
I'm winning right now.
Come on now. I love it. I love my
No
sister.
doubt. No
And from
doubt.
there, because you always had this knack for speaking.
That's it.
You're well spoken. You know, you're not afraid of the room.
At all.
You know, on and off the court.
At
You're not
all.
afraid of the room.
At all.
You know, you did mention your grandfather, you know, things you saw coming up, like that public speaking. Went to school for communications. You also was a motivational college coach as well.
Exactly.
These things, you know, and I've seen how, you know, I've seen you solo handle a room.
Oh yeah.
You know, whether it be just speaking engagements or on stage.
Right.
How does that, you know, how important is that in the walk as far as being confident in yourself?
Well, when you have people say because of you, they are not going to give up.
Wow.
That helps you walk a different way.
Wow.
That helps you talk a different way.
Real.
That helps you present yourself in a way that this woman can't be stopped.
Wow.
You know, and for me, when I look back on my college days and I was a student recruiter, getting students to become students at the University of Kentucky,
right.
I was still reverting back to my musical career.
Absolutely, that's right.
I was musically aligned with putting those kids to listen to what I was saying by rapping in the middle of me getting them to come to the college.
Wow.
Do you know what kind of game that was?
It's like you're setting yourself up with all these little different, these different things in life where you're like, you don't, all of it's coming together.
Exactly.
Even though you went to college and for communications, you knew it wasn't a backup. You're like gearing yourself up for certain.
I received that job for the Board of Education before I even graduated college.
Wow.
And that was because I was a student recruiter.
Wow.
Being that student recruiter, it helped me with my self-improvement.
Go ahead, that's right.
You know, you have to be a better self so that the world can see that reflection that came from you as well.
Real.
What are these people following?
Wow.
How do you want to be perceived? I don't have to be like every other rapper.
Go ahead.
I don't have to do that because I have intelligence.
That's a fact.
When a school says, we're going to send you $50,000 on an academic scholarship.
Go ahead.
We're not talking about because of the color of my skin. We're talking about intelligence.
That's real.
You understand what I'm saying? Every person that gets a scholarship doesn't have to be because of the color of their skin.
That's a fact. And let's take them to 2013. This is when you move to Atlanta.
There you go.
You knew, just like you said, from Kentucky, you had to find a bigger, better way.
Yep.
Did you know, okay, just taking it, just for the viewers that are watching.
Okay.
That leap of faith that you had to have in yourself, that courage you have to get outside of your comfort zone. How did you feel on that ride, on that plane ride, whatever it was? How did you feel when you first touched down, knowing like, I'm moving on?
Well, what you have to do is pad your spot. You got to know where you're going before you even get there. So what I did was I spent my summers from time to time coming to Atlanta to make sure, is this what you really want to do?
Gotcha.
You know?
So you already had it.
So I already had it set up how I wanted to do that.
Gotcha.
And had I not done that, I might have still been working for the Board of Education, doing full time with the students. But right now I'm chasing my other dream.
Was it hard to let go?
I'm still in it.
No, I mean, in the sense of
fully.
Right.
It was because you're walking away from people that really look up to you and really come to you for that extra voice.
Gotcha.
So when they start to do wrong, that voice clicks in their head. You're better than that.
And that relates into your music as well.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why you don't have the gimmick. You don't have the gimmicky. You really.
I really do this.
Real.
This is what you call real substance.
Ashley J, have you always known that you were born for music entertainment?
I've always felt that way.
Real.
I've always felt that way.
Real.
When I was in elementary school, I can remember getting on the stage for the very first time, performing Destiny's Child, No.
Classic.
With Wycliffe. And when I did that Wycliffe part, the whole auditorium went crazy.
Crazy.
So that's when I knew. I'm like, I'm not afraid of the stage, the crowd. This is where I'm going with it. And I ain't looked back since.
Real. Let me ask you this from your lens, because you are a student.
Yeah.
Pioneer, you know what hip hop is about.
Exactly.
Currently, 2024, what do you think the game is missing?
The substance. It's missing, it's lacking
integrity,
the knowledge that needs to be put back into what people can learn, and where storytelling came in, where people can relate to the stories. Everybody can't relate to being ratchet or you know,
absolutely. Go ahead.
Selling theyself. Everybody's not brought up in that kind of, you know, environment.
Real.
So as I said, you know, you want to be able to show people that there's a difference.
That's right.
And that hip hop still lives because it's people that do have a story to tell.
That's right. That's right.
And they do make sense to the world, because the world changes because of what they hear in the music.
That's a fact.
Oh,
music
yeah.
is powerful. That's so true. The perception for the people don't know what's going on from city to city. People have this narrative.
There you go.
And it's important that we not change the narrative, but make sure they know what's real.
There you go.
Know what I mean? That's
exactly.
real.
Exactly.
What currently drives you?
It's just being able to wake up every morning and know that you gonna hit.
Real.
You gonna be a star.
And you working.
And I'm working.
You working.
And because I know people know me around the world.
That's right.
That already makes me feel like a star.
Wow, I love that.
Whether I'm known worldwide to, you know, TV screens and magazines, I'm still in that process of climbing to that. And that's going to be my longevity, because I'm not moving fast.
Real. Come on.
I'm not moving fast.
It was something they showed with, I'm not sure we saw the Travis Scott comparison they did, like where they showed his first, you know, concert. It was maybe in front of, you know, like.
I remember that.
And it's like, man, like just seeing like, no, like that's what happens when you never give up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's real.
There you go.
It's just a result. Y'all think I just came on the stage in front of 2,000.
No, I've been doing this. You know what I mean? And, you know, a lot of my moments, I thank God, because it lets me know that you're moving in the right direction. You know, you're close.
Right there.
You know, I'm showing you the wave. I want you to be on this wave. Just stay consistent.
Real, sis.
Stay grounded.
Real.
Stay grounded.
I love that. I love that.
You know what I mean?
On a scale of 1 through 10, what do you rate your grind currently?
10 plus.
Come on now.
10 plus, because you do more than just the grind to get where you gotta go.
Wow.
You still gotta live.
Real.
That part of it is a grind. You know, just living itself is a grind.
That's a fact.
Because how can you live without grinding to live that moment?
That's right. That's right.
I gotta grind to live that moment.
Are you currently in the moment? Or you know, as an artist, as a creator, sometimes we're miles ahead of where we are in the moment.
Right.
You know, are you living in this moment right now? Or are you like really have your sights set so far and so high that it's hard to capture it? You know how people say, like a perfect example. What's your cousin? Is it Corey?
Mm-hmm, Corey.
So it's like, you know, like just say for his recording in the house, you know, on a, you know, like in that moment, you know, you're looking back on that, you're like, wow.
It's like, wow, you came from that and all the way to this. It's like dreams do come true.
Real.
You do make it out. You might not see the dream house, but you awfully get close.
Come on.
And that part is what you got to continuously work towards.
That's right.
That's where the experience helps you continue to build yourself within, so that when you speak what you say you're about, you telling no lies.
Wow. And you're about affirmations, aren't you?
All the time.
You put positive energy out and it's received well, right? And you know, just through research, I know you have this thing about you where you're like, it doesn't matter what anyone says, thinks. I have to live with me. I am me.
Exactly.
The confidence. Like, so let me ask you this. So, all right, and I want to jump. We're going to get to the music too.
Okay.
The confidence, just for the young MC watching, what is that, you know, the person, just like, you know, like you and Corey geared up that's in my basement right now, watching this now, like, you had the confidence early on.
Exactly.
Exuberating. Like, you weren't afraid through your peers, middle school, high school. That confidence, how important is that in this walk?
You have to be able to believe in yourself. And when you look yourself in the mirror and you know that you're a star, you have to put yourself out in the universe so that that's the way that you're perceived. When I'm going places, like when I walk out of here and I go in the store, it's people double taking.
Because go ahead.
You understand what I'm saying? It's almost,
understand
it's like,
that.
and I can feel it. It's a vibration. It's the way I walk. It's the way I talk. It's the way I carry myself. It's the way I greet people. It's the way I show people that it's kind people in the world.
Wow, I love that.
It's kind people in the world.
I love that.
You know, it's been plenty of times, like I said, I've been in the line paying for my to-go food, you know, and the next person, let's go on ahead and take care of theirs too.
Respect.
You know, because it's been done for me multiple times when I didn't have it.
Paying it forward.
You know, paying it forward.
For real.
It's got to be good, put out in the world so it comes back.
Real.
Period.
Currently, 2024, you're pushing a crazy single.
Yeah.
How has the reception been with the fans, the supporters, the new fans? How the reception been?
I mean, it kind of blew my mind how it started out.
Gotcha.
You know, I didn't think I was going to get that kind of feedback. And, you know, you had different DJs reaching out, hey, we need to get that record. That needs to be spent. You know what I mean? And shout out to all the DJs that reached out,
That's
you
dope.
know, and everybody that put forth the effort to even help me with the project.
It takes a village.
You know,
it
takes people to say, you know, that part, let's go back in the studio and tweak that.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That kind of process lets you know that this song is gonna be great.
Real.
You know.
We spoke off camera. I just saw that you actually performed. I don't want to get the name wrong.
The debut. Yeah.
How was that experience? How was
man,
that? That was dope.
It was an amazing opportunity.
That's dope.
And just being able to get on the stage and perform for someone who's well known and someone that I've actually, you know, his daughter, who is Poison Ivy, she's the host of the show. Lil Boosie is her father.
That's right.
And I've done things in my past, opening up for different shows where he's a part of the featuring act there.
Dope,
you know what I mean?
Dope.
And it made me feel good to even put that type of song out on the universe and be able to be doing it in front of his daughter. You know what I mean? That part to me is another dream that comes true because it's not an everyday platform that you can walk on.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And it felt good to see people with good positive feedback and actually saying good things about what the rap female game is missing.
Wow.
You know, and it felt great.
Respect.
It still feels great because it's still getting, you know, seen around the world.
That's right.
Every day I wake up, it's something new. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's dope. That's dope. What is that, you know, like, what does that do for you because you know, I want to make sure I say it right. You're not cutting corners.
Right. There you go.
You're not cutting corners. And I've talked with a lot of artists, you know, and even shout out to Spitty Will, you know, owner of Dirty Glove Bastard.
Okay.
You know, off the porch segment, he said, you know, like sometimes, you know, I could cut corners, I could be messy, in a sense, I could do things this way, but that integrity that you have, doing it the right way.
You can
sleep good at night, knowing that I'm really.
And it's more rewarding to yourself.
Wow.
You understand? It feels better because it wasn't a handout or, I didn't have to do this or that to get to that point because of that person. This is my work. This is where I stand 10 toes down, and this is how I'm standing on business.
Respect.
You understand what I'm saying? And nobody can take that from me because when you do things in the matter of doing it the right way, that's where, again, the longevity takes place.
That's right, for sure.
No doubt.
Let me ask you, Ashley J, in the last year, what's something you learned about yourself?
That giving up isn't an option.
Respect.
It's a lot of obstacles that we face and that we challenge, that we have to be able to say, you know what, we still got to make that sacrifice for what we love to do.
Real.
You can't give up on the passion.
Wow.
You can't give up on the dream because once you give up, then that's when you fail. That's when you fail. You fail your way to success. And it's okay. You shouldn't be afraid to fail.
Wow.
Failing should be an option sometimes, just so that you should learn what you need to learn. And a lot of people don't like to be told what to do, but you got to be coachable.
Real.
You can't get in the game and think you know everything. I don't know everything. I'm willing to learn what needs to be done.
Wow.
What I need to do to get to the next level.
And that just shows you're a student.
Exactly.
Like, always have
there
been
you
of
go.
the game.
There you go.
And that's the point guard in you too. You know, it's real. That's
You
real.
see how it all reverts.
That's a fact.
Yeah, nothing's new under the sun. Everything comes back around. And like I said, I think sometimes I have to forgive myself in the past for the person I was when I was in survival mode.
Gotcha.
You know, because you look at yourself and you say, this ain't the person that I am.
Gotcha.
You know you can be better than
Right,
this.
absolutely.
You know, working a 9 to 5, yeah, you're going to get a consistent check, but what do you love to do?
Real.
What is it that you want to stand for and leave your legacy for? Not working just a 9 to 5.
Right.
That's just, again, the survival mode of making sure that you got what you need.
Absolutely.
But the things that's necessary is being happy when you're trying to live life.
That's right.
And when you're trying to live life, if you're not happy doing it, what's the point of doing it?
Real. Let me ask you this. What's something you learned about others around you in the last year?
People will try to get you.
Explain.
You know, the game is very vicious.
Understand that.
And I say that in a way that I've been in many experiences where I had to almost fight for my life.
Wow.
You know, didn't know if I was going to get out of that situation. You know, I was flown out to Detroit to be the first woman of MMG.
Come on.
On a contract with Rick Ross.
Come on.
But again, everything that is presented to you ain't what's presented to you.
God, okay. I didn't know this. Can you elaborate on this dealing, how this came about?
This came about years ago. An Instagram situation happened, you know, and a guy reached out to me. It was very close to home to where everything was spot on.
Gotcha.
Everything that they did was lining up great. I had people behind me checking numbers, checking everything.
Gotcha.
But these scammers were so good.
Wow.
That they got me all the way to Detroit just for me to feel the vibe, to know that that ain't the way that Rick Ross would have set his situation up.
Wow.
That ain't how he moved. We talking about Ross. No.
So, like, now you move
more cautiously.
In this game, you have to.
You got to.
Jay-Z said it best. You know, industry shady. It need to be taken over.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Like,
I'm telling you,
it's real.
Because people will really scout out that major talent that they know can make it, and they'll say, "Hey, we know she's hungry for it. We know how bad she wants it."
And are we talking like just a bad deal, bad terms?
It was bad. It was a bad deal that went. It wasn't even a deal because I was that smart not to sign anything.
Gotcha.
When you've been in the game and you know the signs, once I felt the vibe after I got off the plane, I know the presentation is not set up that way.
Gotcha.
I know how I'm greeted. I know what is supposed to be done when you're walking into deals.
Real.
I've turned away
Absolutely.
deals
Understand.
where they were presented in a business manner.
Absolutely.
Not the way that was done.
Gotcha.
No.
Gotcha. While we on that, currently 2024 and beyond, would you sign a deal? About 30 seconds of your time. I really appreciate your support. With every interview, my aim is to bring integrity and fun back to the culture, and I can't do it without you. If you're enjoying this episode, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate you. Back to the interview.
I think for me, I get a drive out of the experience more than trying to rush getting into a label.
Gotcha.
If it was things on the table that made sense to where I'm at in my life now and had to make that type of decision, then sure.
Real.
I mean, I'm always into negotiating.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's what a businesswoman does.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
especially if you want to have options.
That's right.
I don't stick with a person telling me this is what it is, this is what you got to do, and that's it.
Real.
I need to have a balance of what, you know, what I can work with.
Real.
And what I can present to you on what you offer.
Real. And now that you're Ashley J Entertainment,
Yeah.
would you sign an artist, producer? You know, is that something that's currently in the works as far as your CEO?
That's something that's in the works of being built. You know, in the process of what I'm doing, you know, it's under 4 different platforms. You know, I have a radio platform, my motivational speaking platform, my podcast platform, and my musical platform.
Dope.
Everything is set up.
Dope.
But I'm waiting on my moment.
Real. Understand that.
See, right now,
this before the horse.
Exactly. You got to
that.
wait on your moment.
Absolutely.
See, and I'm just waiting on my moment because I'm doing this music stuff real tough right now.
Real.
And I'm okay with that because this is what I genuinely love to do.
Real.
Everything else that comes with it is stuff that I've learned to do over time and that I'm gifted at doing.
Real.
And it feels good to be able to say, hey, music is my lifestyle. And everything that I'm doing on that platform, again, reverts back to my music.
Real.
Yes.
Respect that. Producers, is there anybody that you're tapped in with exclusively, or it's, you know, you kind of work with everybody?
I like to work with everybody. I like to give myself a chance to see what I sound like on different people's beats,
Gotcha.
you know, because everybody deserves a chance.
That's a fact.
And sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. And I still try to utilize those tracks that I feel like is still album worthy or mixtape worthy. You know, again, still giving a person a chance.
Real.
Because I don't want people to feel like I'm better than.
Gotcha.
You know,
I
I want you to still feel like at least I had a chance to do that.
To work with.
Yeah.
Collaboration.
Exactly. There you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I've done it with a lot of producers, even some out of the country.
Gotcha.
You know, and
people forget about that too.
Exactly.
People forget about.
Yeah.
We limit ourselves to the 48 to 50. You know, like, but no, it's producers up out of here.
Definitely
Really working for sure.
Yeah,
for
money
sure.
makers over in Europe, they carried some of my music for plenty of years.
Wow,
yeah, and that really showed me a different way and a different sound, not just you know what we hear every day.
Real.
You know, you got to tap into the versatility so that you can grab different audiences.
You're hip hop.
Yeah.
To the T. Who is your dream producer to work with? If you had one,
It's
like
tough.
I know
That's tough, but I gotta say, because I grew up on Dr. Dre, I want to try to tap in on a different, you know, on a different side of the hip hop.
Gotcha.
You know, because I do right now. I did put out that 50 years of hip hop.
Classic.
I Challenge Myself series.
Absolutely.
And that I tried to showcase, you know, what hip hop feels like, what hip hop sounds like, and, you know, not forgetting where I got it from.
Absolutely.
You know, and so now, not to say that each one of the I Challenge Myself series is gonna be all hip hop. No, I'm gonna move on to do an R&B one.
That's right.
I'm gonna do a motivational one. I'm gonna do all kinds, you know, and it's gonna give people a catalog to choose the mood on what they feel.
Real. And you just dropped that too.
Yeah.
Dope.
Definitely.
And I believe it was right between, was it about 8 to 10? What was exactly how many songs was it?
Oh, it was 9 tracks on that one. Yeah, definitely. 9 tracks.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Currently right now, are you in EP album mode?
Yeah, I'm actually working on I'm always in a mode to put something out just to, you know, keep the fan base engaged. But right now I'm working on Charge It to the Game Part 2, the sequel.
Come on.
You know, I put out the first one back in July of 2020.
Gotcha.
And then that following month, my nephew got killed. So that put a lot of stress and strain on my career. I had to take a pause. 14 years old.
And through, you know, I know what and how that can affect the day to day.
Yeah.
Explain exactly what took place.
my nephew was a well-known 14-year-old, okay? And a lot of kids feel like they're older than their age.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So he's running with different people that feel like they're older than what they are and what lane they should be staying in.
Right.
And he got himself caught up in somebody set him up, shot him. And we still don't know who did it.
Wow.
And it really put a big dent in my family. Because again, like I said, being 14 years old, I can't imagine that internal feel that my sister feels. You know, it hurts. And to see her hurt when I do see her, it brings tears to my eyes.
I know.
You know. And I'm still healing from that.
I know I can.
I'm still healing from that. And I try to be strong, but sometimes when being strong is the only choice you have,
That's right.
it can still break you down. It can still put you in depression mode because you're way out here and your family's there. So it's like, what do you have to hold on to besides yourself?
I understand.
So that's why when I'm working and I'm doing what I do, I'm grinding for my family as well.
Real.
Because I want us to get close.
That's right.
You know, I want us to have, you know, a better bond than what we have now.
And they're still in Kentucky.
They're still in Kentucky, yeah. And as I said, it's about going out chasing your dreams. And when you the chosen one, you can't explain that. You just chosen.
Understand.
You got to go out here and do what God is telling you to do. You can't question that. When your chance is your chance, you got to take it. You got to take that risk because you don't know if you ever get that chance again.
Right.
And see, for me, being able to continue doing what I'm doing, I know God is giving me this opportunity day in and day out because I haven't lived anything different.
Real.
This music lives inside of me. And I'm going to live it until God pours it out of me. And I'm going to continue to be who I am, no matter how people want me to change or what they want me to do or what they want me to talk about or where they feel like I should be at in life. This is God's way of showing me that, listen to me, I got you.
You do this for your family. Everything you do is always, you know, like they say, you don't hustle for your first name, hustle for my last name.
Right.
He's with you through this as well.
Every step of the way. Every step of the way.
Is that, you know, and I can only, you know, but, you know, we did mention as far as like anxiety and, you know, depression, things like that. Like you have to be a tough soldier to not saying mask, but to, you know, break through daily.
Yeah, definitely.
Knowing that it's so easy to fall by the wayside. It's so easy to not, I mean, I'm done with all this.
Right.
And, you know, I asked what keeps you going. You do mention, you know, like it is, you know, my family is in me.
Yeah,
you know,
it's in me.
It's in me. What is...
I mean, you gotta, like I said, believing in yourself and putting your dreams right in front of you and chasing after that vision. It's like you gotta continue to manifest where you're going. And if I say every morning, you rich, I'm gonna be rich.
Real.
Or maybe I'm already rich.
Go ahead.
That's not for me to be exposing to the world. I'm just giving you that example to let people know that if you manifest these things, you don't ever know what's going on behind closed doors or how God's gonna bless you. He does it in mysterious ways.
Yes, he does.
And sometimes you gotta learn to close your mouth. You gotta learn to be quiet so God can speak through you.
Wow.
You don't have to say anything. It's gonna show. It's gonna resonate. It's gonna align you with the people that you're supposed to be aligned with.
That's real.
If I carry myself as a boss, I'm hanging with the bosses.
That's a fact. It's real, sis.
I mean, and if I feel like I need to tone it down some and I need to do something different, I can do that. I have options.
Real.
You understand what I'm saying?
But you're not gonna the world may try to dim your light, but I'm not dimming my own light.
I'm not dimming. I can't do that. I can't dim my own light, and I can't worry about, again, what a person feels about me or what they think about me. If I cared about what everybody thought, then I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today, because I would allow other people's opinions and other people's thoughts and ways to try to dim my light. I would be falling in that dark place.
And it's so easy to run off and go and do. It's easy. It's
God's put too much energy inside of me to let anybody take what they have and put any kind of shield over my light, put any kind of, dim or anything to my light, because my light's going to shine regardless.
Real.
Because it comes from within.
That's right.
That's how I win every single time.
With everything you have going on, your schedule, Ashley J, are you making time for yourself?
That's the part of living. That's the part of living that I'm embracing right now, and I do my music. I make time for myself. I make time to go on trips.
Real.
I make time to meditate. I make time to, take care of that self-care.
That's right.
You got to put yourself in position to say, you know what? Shut the world off. Cut yourself on.
I love that.
Cut the world off. Cut yourself on. And when you cut yourself on, you find yourself being happy doing the things that you want to do.
Real.
I love to shop.
Real.
I love jewelry.
Come on now.
So when I'm feeling good and I want to wake up and say, hey, let's go, let's go throw a couple bands on.
That's right.
How I want to live.
For sure.
But it took me a process of getting those bands to wake up and say, hey, you can do that. You can throw that. You can can get it back. Now if you spend that, when you gonna get that?
That's right.
You still gotta prioritize how you gonna get everything. You know what I mean?
Balance.
It's about balance and being smart about what your investments are.
What's your proudest accomplishment thus far?
Waking up and not stopping.
Respect. Love that.
Waking up, not stopping, because so many things can put you on pause, and make you be like, I just don't want to do it no more. But then you could get it could be anything, a quick opportunity to come to my email.
That's right.
And because of that, that's God saying, don't do that.
Come on,
don't,
I love this.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I love that.
Don't do that.
I don't want to live with regret.
There you go.
Like in the sense of, I don't want to be 75 like, man.
Yeah. I wish I could have.
I could have, if I would have just,
When you take risks, that's where you find out who you are.
Wow. Love
that's when you find out what you're good at. That's what you find out, like, when you are adapting to the world and you're actually getting out here becoming what you're destined to become. But a lot of people stay stuck in that shell where they can't grow through the things that they're going through because they're not going anywhere.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You got to be willing to take that risk and get out and show people that, hey, you can do it too.
You had a very, very, very good example in your grandfather as far as risks.
There you go.
And taking out of the comfort zone. Seeing that early on, a lot of kids don't get to see that.
Right.
A successful business owner, black business owner, that is instilled in you.
Of course.
To go out and get it.
Right.
Without restraint.
Right.
Your career, it's like it continues. It's going on. Like in you, as I'm watching as a fan.
Right.
You putting yourself in perfect position in everything, but you're aligning it the right way.
There you go.
And that, from there, your grandfather, I'm assuming your hero.
Definitely. He's definitely my hero. He's with me every day.
Real, sis.
He's tatted on my arm because I feel like if his hand is here with mine, then I'm not walking alone, not just without him, but with God with me at the same time. I got two hands. So I got God on one side and my grandfather's holding the other. I'm like a little kid in the middle, just swinging.
I love that.
And I'm having a good time.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I look at it. And, you know, just growing up beside him, I have a lot of his ways. You know, I got a lot of play about myself.
Go ahead now.
And
Integrity.
no, but the thing about it is you want to be around those type of people that have a people personality.
That's right. That's right.
And he's the reason why I have an effervescent type of personality that puts me in good with people when they come aligned with who I am.
Real.
When I meet people, it's like they love to tell their story to me for whatever reason. It's a spiritual thing.
Real.
And when I meet people, it's like they can talk to me and talk to me and talk to me because it's my aura that makes them feel comfortable.
Real.
It's like the conversation we having right now. It's like you can open up and ask me more questions because it's what
no restraint.
It's no restraint.
Like,
and
absolutely.
It's like, man, I feel like, you know, I've been knowing him for years.
That's right. Sis.
You know,
right.
I feel like that. And at the end of the day, that's what gives me the vibe to have that type of conversation with you.
Respect, sis. Respect.
And on the integrity response, it speaks a lot about who you are.
Respect.
Integrity.
Come on, sis.
Integrity.
Come on.
Because you have a lot of integrity for who you are.
Respect.
And who you still becoming. And what people are picking up on after watching your show.
Respect.
You're watching what people are seeing and what they perceiving you to be.
Wow.
They are comparing your show to some of the top ratings.
Respect.
Come on, man.
Respect.
You know that.
Respect.
It's what you are believing in. It's what you visualize, and that's what you bring into the table.
And sis, also, you know, and I received that.
Yeah, definitely.
I often speak on how who else in the world gets to talk with everybody that goes on this couch is like on their shit.
Right. Oh yeah.
So it's like I'm getting free game from those who are winning. Mm-hmm. Those who have found the success they already have, and those who have already had it and are passing on the new knowledge to everyone in their path.
Exactly.
It is the ultimate high.
Yes.
It's like, man, like you're around people who really get this life.
Oh yeah.
It's so dope. It's so dope.
And God wouldn't send those type of people in your atmosphere, in your environment, if you wasn't supposed to cross paths with those people.
So true.
Because not only will the interview take place, it's more opportunities that come with that.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because that's where networking comes into play. How can I help you? How you can help me? That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
And a lot of people get afraid of that lane, but that's what holds people's blessings back.
Wow.
You got to be able to open up and say, hey, I'm not afraid if me and Khacki put on the show and Khacki's just go, guess what? I'm proud of them.
Respect.
You see what I'm saying?
Real.
It's going to take you to get to that point, but you got to experience going through that process.
So true.
Yeah. And if you know that you're not a person that likes to network, then you're going to take a route, but that route's not going to be.
It's going to be absolutely. You're right.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, you're going to hit a lot of obstacles, and you don't want to do that, because I've seen people try to do it that way and they still stuck in the same spot.
Wow.
Because of pride. Because of ego.
Go ahead.
Instead of being able to say, you know what? We can work with each other. We can make this happen.
Wow.
People so jealous of each other, and so they in competition with each other to the point where people's afraid of who's gonna win first. But if you a team, once one win, we all win. We all get put on. You might not be as big as that person when it first comes about, but do know that if we rocking as a team, we rocking as one.
Absolutely.
And people need to understand that's where loyalty lies.
That's right.
That's where you have to be able to say, I trust that person.
That's right.
And I know if I bring this person on with me, they going all the way with me.
That's right.
You know, I'm not bringing you on because I feel like you fit good or you look good and part of the
Gotcha.
a part of the puzzle. No, it's not what we doing, we basing stuff off of how people respect.
That's right.
And show love
That's
to
right.
you and embrace what you're trying to do as a human being.
That's real.
It's hard to do what us artists do. Get up on stage and perform in front of thousands of people.
Y'all something different. I still don't even understand how y'all do that.
It's
that
not
takes
easy.
The ultimate courage, like a comedian. It's like, you know, like it's solo by yourself against the crowd. Here I am, fearless.
Exactly.
That is in itself dope.
Exactly.
In itself. Who in the world knows you the best?
I would say my grandfather.
Real.
But of course, you know, he's resting in peace. But now, who knows me best? I know me best.
Real.
I know me best.
Real. Actually,
because I live my life day in and day out.
That's right.
And you're not alongside of me to know me better than how I know how I'm going to react. You understand what I'm saying? Or how I've learned how to react to different situations. You know, I read a book called The Daily Stoic. Gotcha. And that book helps me with self-improvement and being able to develop good attitudes about living.
Stoicism. Yes,
and you want to be able to live abundantly. So you have to practice those philosophers and see what those philosophers were doing in time in order to get to that level. You know, and like I said, you want to read, you want to do your research. You can't feel like everything is gonna just pop in front of your face. You got to dig deep, especially if it's something that you're passionate about.
Real.
No doubt.
Let me ask you this. Is it better to be loved or respected?
I'm going to say respected.
Explain.
Because I don't care who loves me. As long as the good Lord loves me, I'm good. I'd rather receive my respect because you don't know what it took to get to this point.
Wow.
A lot of love is fake love.
Go ahead.
So how can I trust that? How can I believe that a lot of people out here are showing realism?
Do you think everyone's for themselves?
At the end of the day, you die by yourself.
Bar.
So you, at the end of the day, you want what's best for you. So if you can benefit from that situation, you going all the way until you can't no more.
Gotcha.
But if you have what I have, and that's integrity,
come on,
you watch those types of decisions with people. You understand what I'm saying? You have to watch what people throw at you.
Wow.
You have to be able to think about that decision that could lead to maybe life or death.
Real.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, I want to be respected for what I do.
Respect.
You got to put some respect on my name. Because Ashley J's a whole vibe.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Anytime you get next to me, it's a whole vibe. And anybody who says different, they didn't belong in that vibe.
That's real.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm one of those people that will soothe the situation.
Real.
You know, I want to sit down and listen. That's what I have effective listening. That's a skill that you have to build within yourself. And I feel like when you listen to people, they take more of your kind. They have a more of your liking. You understand? It's like, I can talk to that person.
Right.
That person feels where I'm coming from.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And when I listen to these stories, it also helps me create music. That's right. It's therapeutic for them to go back and say, you know what? I talked to her about that situation and she put it into a song.
Real.
How powerful is that?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That takes me back to like my inspiration of Lauryn Hill.
Right. Go ahead.
Lauryn Hill is one of those people that's in a can't go wrong lane because she has a soulful voice and she's lyrically inclined.
That's a fact.
And if you listen to the stuff that she says, she's for the people.
That's right.
And she's gonna help you wake up.
That's right.
And she's gonna help and motivate you to be your better self.
That's right.
And again, what you listen to is what you gravitate to.
That's so true.
What you around, that's what you become. And I'm great.
I love it. I love that.
I'm kicking it right here with CEO Khacki.
I love that.
I'm kicking it with greatness. So you know,
respect.
This is what you call great.
Likewise.
Yeah,
That's right.
no doubt.
Your project, you know, we're moving into almost 4 years.
Okay.
I can only imagine what's about to.
Oh man.
What you're about, you know, you spoke on Lauryn Hill, you know, like I can only imagine what's about to go into this piece of work.
Oh man.
Okay, just not even a deep dive, but what can the fans look forward to on this new album?
Heartfelt. You gonna feel it more than just listening to it. It's gonna be like, wow, you know, she really put her heart and soul into this one.
Real.
She really spoke on things that she never spoke on.
Life was life.
Life will life you. And you gotta pay attention so that the signs that are being thrown at you, you can wake up and understand, hey, I gotta do this.
Real.
You can't keep sitting on it. Again, you sitting on your dreams, and these types of songs is what make people well known.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Absolutely.
Because again, it becomes something that people can relate to.
Absolutely.
These are things that people want to gravitate back into instead of just what the norm is.
Real.
We don't have a lot of that in today's time. You have a handful of people that can tap in.
Real. I know, that can take
yeah, and like
ahead.
I said, I'm not one who speaks on artists' names, but at the same time, because everybody has their own artistry.
That's true. That's right.
Everybody has their own talent and perceive it the way they want to perceive it. But for me, I'm authentic. I'm a classic. I'm organic.
That's right.
So at the end of the day, that's what I have to put in my music.
This title, Charge It to the Game.
Charge it to the game.
Where did that stem from?
It's a lot of things that's thrown at you that you just have to, you know what, are you going to let that stop you?
I love that.
Or you going to charge it to the game and keep going?
Integrity.
Charge it to the game. Know that that's going to come back to you tenfold. Especially, like I said, when you go through these experiences of seeing how the world is and how people are in the world,
right.
You learn how to adapt to that change. You learn how you're going to have people in your corner, but for their benefit. Not to put you where you need to be.
Definitely.
Or help you get in the lane you need to progress in. It's about self.
Real.
See, and like you asked me, do I think people are about self? Oh yeah, for certain. Oh, people gonna definitely do what they need to do to take care of self.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And see, for me, I'm one of them people that look in on that type of energy.
Gotcha.
If I know you moving funny, you got to move out the way.
And then you charge it to the game.
And then you charge it to the game and say, guess what? I experienced that. I know not to step my foot back in that mud.
Gotcha.
Because it was a bitch getting up out of it.
Gotcha.
But we gonna sweep that on, and we gonna charge it to the game, and we gonna find out what else is out here in the world. Real. And that goes with relationships.
Go ahead.
It goes with jobs.
That's right.
It goes with careers. It goes with everything.
Everything. That's a
everything.
Fact. Ashley J, married?
I'm not married.
See yourself being married?
One day.
Come on.
One day. One day. I mean, if God's willing, I'll be married someday.
Real.
Has it been an option? Of course.
Gotcha.
Has it been asked? Of course.
I'm going back. Now I'm going back into the interview.
Yes.
Ashley J's a player.
Hey, I ain't a player. I just crush it out.
real.
Nah, but
you know when you're ready. You know, like,
you go.
How is it? You know, like, how is it? You know, for recording artists dating in this industry, and you're in Atlanta. This is the Mecca. How is this? How is it in this world even maneuvering through all of it?
Well, it takes a lot of time. And because I don't have a lot of time, I have to balance that with whomever I'm dealing with.
Real.
You understand what I'm saying? And when I came out with that record, Lil Yeah, that kind of was explaining that ain't no strings attached. That my Lil Yeah. We just vibing. You know, it ain't, you know, we not getting serious because I didn't have my feelings hurt.
Gotcha.
So I got to be cautious on barking up at Lane and taking things, you know, to the next level. Now, again, like I said, it will happen.
Real. Respect,
I mean, I already can feel that.
Respect.
And you got to know that when you're dealing with someone, that if you speak that confidently, maybe it's with that person.
Real.
And if you're watching it right now, maybe it could be you.
Real. Real. Let me ask you this, Ashley J. Time or money? Which one means more to you?
My time.
Real.
Because I can't get that back. Money, I can get that back. I'm a hustler.
Real.
I can make that happen. At the end of the day, my time is valuable because people say they living to die. But I'm one of those chosen ones that's dying to live. So you can't play with my time.
Wow.
I'm trying to really live. You know, I'm really trying. When you ask that question, are you living or surviving?
That's right.
It takes a lot to really live the way I want to live. I really like luxury. Yeah. I really like living in that type of lifestyle where it's not average. You're not going to be able to walk out and see yourself doing this day in and day out. It's not an everyday lifestyle.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That's
so
right.
If you play with my time, you cheating me out of my dream.
Wow.
And see, my dream I ain't gonna play with because I've been doing this since I was.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
I respect that.
I can't play with that.
Respect that.
Now, the money, like I said, I'm always have money. I keep money. That's a part of who my grandfather taught me to be.
Real.
Not just as a human being of, hey, you need to keep money all the time. No, investments.
Real.
Knowing how that money is making money when it's sitting there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to have those types of safe deposit boxes and CDs worth the money on it. And some of those people don't even know what that means.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's where you say, what was she talking about in that interview? Let me go back and see what it's like to put money on a CD, because I know some of y'all don't know what that means.
Real.
And my whole thing is, it's a learning process. I didn't know what it meant at one point. So you got to learn from somebody. My sister, even my sister said at one point, I think you should be my financial consultant because you're so good with money.
Wow.
I love money.
Wow.
But money doesn't make or break me. You understand what I'm saying?
Understand.
I'm just good with how to manage it.
Absolutely. It's a
and
tool.
how to
Absolutely.
Exactly. And how to make sure that in life I'm going to be well taken care of.
Real.
You know, if I'm without job, guess what? I'm going to be able to go that whole year without even having a job and still being able to pay my rent without asking for a handout.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Let me ask you this. So, Charges to the Game 2.
That's the sequel.
Do we have it's going to be called Charges to the Game 2, the sequel?
Yeah.
Classic. Is this coming out before 2025?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, we going to drop that thing real soon.
Okay, for sure.
Oh, because my thing is I've been putting out a lot of visuals too.
Right, for sure.
I challenged myself, 50 years of hip hop.
That's right.
I wanted people to see that difference in, you know, what I'm putting out there for the 50 years of hip hop versus what I'm coming with.
Real.
I wanted to pay my respect to where it started.
Absolutely.
And now y'all about to see really where it's about to take off.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And if you don't know,
come on.
right now on the integrity response,
come on now.
You know.
It's about to be one of those.
It's about to be one of those.
We're looking at 5 to 10, 10 to 20 tracks. How many tracks are we looking at?
We're going to keep that on the low.
Okay. All right. Right.
Because I want y'all to look forward to how I'm going to do it.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? But do know it's definitely something to look for.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Ashley J., when it's all said and done, what is your legacy?
Being able to help people and being able to leave what I started myself with, and that's the voice of the people.
Real.
I want people to hear my voice and know that she means business.
Real.
And when I speak, I want people to know that's the sound of change. And I want to be able to leave the legacy of people saying, you know what? That's what hip hop was.
Respect.
That's what hip hop is still becoming.
Respect.
Because she's, you know what I mean? I'm
Absolutely.
keeping it alive.
That's right.
And if I can keep it alive, somebody else down the line is gonna follow in that path.
That's right.
You see
Sure.
what I'm saying? So my legacy has always been that helping hand
Real.
and reaching out into the universe to see what type of peace can be brought. And how I can gravitate to making people feel whole, believing in themselves, pouring out who they can truly be, because a lot of people keep that sheltered in.
That's a fact.
Because they afraid of the fear that comes with the dream.
Wow.
But you got to be fearless. You got to be fearless.
So true.
You got to say, I don't care what nobody thinks. And I want people to have that attitude because of me. I don't care what nobody. Ashley J didn't care about what nobody thought.
Wow.
She was gonna get it done. And when she gets in front of a crowd, oh, she means business.
Real.
Oh, she gonna put on. She gonna put on for her city. She gonna put on for her family. She gonna put on for the ones that's vouching. She gonna do that.
Respect.
Oh yeah.
Ashley J, let me ask you, with $50 million in your bank account tomorrow morning, what changes about you?
Nothing.
Real.
The amount in the account.
In the more jewelry.
Yeah, more jewelry. You know, hey, you know I'm gonna keep it icy.
Keep it
you
on
know
now.
I'm gonna keep it on.
Ashley J, keep it on.
All of my jewelry, real yes, cousin. Don't speak on my name. No need for discussion. I got a yes, so yeah, I'll be. Hey, y'all be. Hey, go get that. Go get that.
Lil, yeah, y'all go check that out for sure.
Yes, but yeah, definitely. I love jewelry, so I'll probably have a lot more jewelry.
Real.
$50 million. You don't know. I'ma definitely take care of my people.
Real.
I'ma take care of my people. I'ma take care of myself.
That's
and
right.
I'ma take care of those I don't even know.
I love that.
Because I'm a giver.
That's right.
And I'm one of those people that's gonna give to communities that need that extra push, that hasn't had that loan come through or have that grant come through. Ashley J gonna try to be that one.
Respect.
Definitely.
Respect. Do you have any message for your supporters and the new supporters that are watching this? Anything to leave them with?
Just keep going. You got to follow who you truly want to see yourself being day in and day out. And you have to know that nothing can stop you. You got to be brave.
Real.
You got to stand strong in your truths and know that I don't really care what they feel like. I'm me and I have to live within, and I'm going to be happy doing what I'm doing. So nothing should be able to stop you. You have to take place and be your true self. You have to take place and do the things that you write down on that paper, that you sit back and say, you know what? In the next year, I'm going to open up that business.
Real.
The next year, I'm going to graduate from that school. I'm going to drop that album. I'm going to put out that podcast.
Come on.
And I do want people to be on the lookout for all the different things that I got coming.
Definitely. That's right.
Because it doesn't stop here.
That's right. I know it doesn't.
It doesn't stop here. The music is just a part of it. But see, what God has gifted me with is more than words that I can even speak.
That's real.
I have to let the action show. I have to show people that dreams do come true. And God is real.
That's right. Yes, he is.
And I'm going to continue to brag on him.
That's right.
Whether people like it or not, do know that there are demons chasing you.
Wow.
And it's demons in your circle.
That's right.
So as long as you put God first and you know, again, like he's one of the ones holding
That's
your
right.
hand
Love that.
along the journey and your guardian angels, you got to know that nothing, you got to be unstoppable.
Real.
And that's what I stand for. I'm unstoppable.
Respect.
I'm unstoppable.
Respect.
I'm unstoppable.
You let the beat breathe right quick.
Yeah, you feel me? That's it.
Real.
That's it. That's it.
Real.
No,
Real.
it's that's how it is. It's what people don't understand is that if you truly live what you manifest. So if I say I want to be on planes and travel in the world, I got to start from somewhere. I got to get my passport, which I have one. And I got to be able to say, hey, I'm going to go to this place. I'm going to go to that place. And I can't be afraid to take that risk.
Real.
Because a lot of people's afraid what's going to happen when they go.
Anxiety.
The
fear of what's unknown.
And you'll never know unless you try. And my thing is, I love to put forth the effort in trying.
Real.
To doing whatever I feel comfortable doing. Because I wouldn't take the risk if I didn't feel like there was some type of value coming from it. It has to have value.
Absolutely.
In order for me to put my time into it. Because again, I can't get that time back.
Absolutely.
And I'm one of those ones who are dying to live. I'm moving towards living every single day without having a question on how this is going to get done or how that's going to get done. It's at the tip of my fingertips.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I'm going to be the one walking around in my white robe.
Come on.
Drinking my mimosa.
Waking up.
Standing up, looking over top of mountaintops and views.
Fog everywhere.
Fog everywhere. You so far up in the clouds, you become a cloud.
No, for
you
real.
know.
That's real.
You know,
That's
I mean,
real.
and I enjoy myself when I'm in that type of atmosphere.
For sure.
So just because I don't live it every day, I still live it.
That's real.
It's just not every day. But you have to put yourself in position to do those things. That's why you have to get your feet wet on doing it. You can't sit back and wait for things to happen for you. You have to say, you know what? I want to do this for myself. I saw myself doing it years ago. So let's get grounded. Let's lock in. Let's chase the dream and not just the bag. The bag is already there.
Real.
You just got to go get it.
Got to go get it.
But that's within the dream. But if it's not a dream, it's not going to come passionately. So you're going to lose interest in it fast.
Wow.
But when you have what I have, like I said, it's in my DNA. It's within.
Real.
I'm going to enjoy doing what
real.
I do daily.
That's real.
It's a part of what I'm steadily becoming. And until God takes me out of this career, I'm continuing to build and experience. Because that's what it's all about.
That's right.
Experience is going to take you to the key. It's going to take you to the top. It's going to take you to the places that you never dreamed.
Real.
It's going to give you more than what you dreamed. Because when God sees that you don't give up on that dream, He blesses you
even more abundantly. Wow.
And that's what I'm living right now.
I love that.
Yep.
I love that, sis. I love that.
Thank you.
Ashley J.
Yes, sir.
As tradition or the integrity response. If you can reach into that bowl, grab one fortune cookie.
And this time,
if you can open it, right,
get right to it.
You already know it. If you can read it to your supporters, and just like that, we out of here.
If I can get this thing off.
It's all right.
Oh, this is one of them ones that was glued. So it better say something.
That was the first one out the match.
There we go. Let's see what we got. See what it says here. Take this out. What's it say? It's not only important to add years to your life, but to add life to your years.
I can't.
Amazing. Amazing. You see that?
Wow.
That's God speaking.
Wow.
Speaking through.
Wow.
And that's how He does it. That's how He does it. And that's why I say this experience itself, I needed to see that.
Wow.
Because it's a message.
That's right.
And I needed to see that.
Wow, I love that. I love that.
I am blessed. I'm blessed.
Yes, you are.
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Yes, you
Definitely.
are. Ashley J. Charged to the Game 2. The sequel is coming to you before this year is out. Stand by. Look out for everything she's already done, everything she's doing, everything she's about to do. She's up out of here. She's up out of here.
Yeah, that's it. I'm taking off like a rocket.
It's time.
It's time.
Ashley
and if you
J.
ain't on the J train,
come on
you're going to get left behind. It's time. I got to go. And you know, I appreciate everybody who's rocking with me, everybody who's supporting, everybody who's praying for me day in and day out, and just those who's willing to see me win, because a lot of people don't want to see you win. And I appreciate those who believe in me. I do. It means a lot.
Respect. Ashley J, 2024, the integrity response. Ashley J Entertainment, stand by. I'm calling her out on her podcast, Forming Soon.
Yep.
Y'all, please stand by for this. This woman has a lot of free game to give to y'all, to this universe.
I'm telling you.
Salute. Go ahead.
Powerful. It's powerful.
Absolutely.
And I want everybody to tune in. Like I said, I got 4 different platforms. Lanaville Radio, that's the radio show.
Come on.
You got Authentic Experience for the podcast, bringing people on to tell their authentic story on how it started to where they are now. You know, Ashley J Speaks with motivation. You know, and then like I said, the music platform.
Right.
And it's gonna continue to grow. And I'm hoping that everybody catches on, because the world is about to be embraced with some change.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Ashley J, 2024, the integrity response, signing off. Appreciate you viewing.
No doubt.